Hello all, this is Heathen Queen, and I am here to introduce you to This Is Your Dating Pool show. Here we highlight the bandits, the delusional females, and the all-around degeneracy. These people are out here mating, breeding, bringing children into the world with no care and concern for anything else. It's our job as a marital show to show you your choices. These are your people in your dating pool.
I agree with you, actually. I think that everybody can be beautiful, but I think it would be naive to say that we're all equally attractive.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Great.
The attractive aspect.
So I think what we're getting into is sexual marketplace value. Some interesting takes on this. Maybe I can share them at this point. So I think that there's a few different ways that we can approach this, and I think it's generally done with not a lot of nuance. I think that...
Why she got a black baby in her damn arms? What's going on? This show get weirder as I watch it. Why she got a baby in her arm? I thought the fucking doll with the silver hair and the blue shirt was creepy. But now this Asian chick got on a fucking war helmet and a goddamn black baby in her arms. What the hell is going on?
Everybody kind of has what I call a normalized sexual marketplace value, which is sort of like, according to the standards of the culture in which you live, how well...
Hold the fuck up. Did I just see a cat at the table? Whoa, hey, whoa.
do you measure up on the most important dimensions to the opposite sex? So a number of the things that you've brought up today are like height. This guy led with his socioeconomic status. He makes $200,000 a year. So these are things that I think would be on normalized sexual marketplace value for men. For women, it would be their physical appearance, their age, things like that. But no one really knows what their sexual marketplace value is because all transactions are based on perceived sexual marketplace value. Like,
thank you. Y'all need to listen to the below average motherfucker who's talking. He know the fuck he's saying. What he's saying is the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And who the fuck is that on the end of the table looking like a cat? What in the fuck are we doing?
I got a thing for cute nerds.
Whoa. Who was that in the blue?
That's my thing. And that's not necessarily what the culture tells me women are supposed to look like in terms of their archetypal beauty. But that's something that's really interesting and attractive to me. And you never really know until you engage a person how they perceive you in terms of your general attractiveness. Just because you don't accord with the socialized, normalized sexual marketplace value doesn't mean that you can't be highly attractive. Or conversely, just because you are 6'4" and you make a lot of money doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be very attractive to certain women.
Thank you. Please explain it to them. Please explain to people. It doesn't matter what you find attractive. It matters what this other motherfucker finds attractive. I find attractive dark-skinned men. Other black women might not find dark-skinned men attractive. They might find white men attractive. And the same things go for white women. They may find dark-skinned men attractive, or they might find webbed feet attractive. It's in the eye of the beholder how attractive you are. So this sexual marketplace value shit is garbage. It only applies to one person's perception of what beauty is to them. You people are lame.
Right?
Yeah.
But the kicker is that you really only know your sexual marketplace value when you get into a relationship.
Thank you. Related to the person that wants you, that's who finds you attractive. It has nothing to do with what Jimmy down the street think I look like. Fuck Jimmy down the street. I ain't fucking Jimmy down the street. I ain't trying to fuck Jimmy down the street. I like John. John like what he see. So therefore my sexual market value is high for John.
So it's like I knew somebody that I was very close to. She was an artist and she had never sold a painting before. And she started by offering her paintings for $100,000, which God bless her. I love the courage with that, but it just wasn't really realistic that someone was going to buy a piece of art for $100,000 from an unknown artist. It was only when she began to bring down that price that we got to see what that painting was actually worth. And that only occurred because somebody was willing to pay X amount for it. Until then, the actual price or the value of that painting was kind of like just pure potential.
Thank you. It doesn't matter what other people think. It matters what the person who finds you attractive thinks. And if you're an ugly person in my standards, but Sarah finds you attractive, then your sexual market value is high. Y'all lame out here.
We only really realize worth in the moment of transaction, which can only occur between two individuals.
So you're saying, okay, so then let's say the girl gets into a relationship, then how do you determine her SMV from the guy's status?
Yes. So I think that you can kind of, in this framework, determine a woman's sexual marketplace value by the normalized sexual marketplace value of the men who are willing to get into a relationship with her. And you can determine a man's male sexual marketplace value by the normalized sexual marketplace value of the women he is able to sleep with.
Okay, what if she's gay? How do you determine her SMV?
I don't know. I guess you could do it. I think most of these concepts apply also to gay relationships.
But I don't know if lesbians are hypergamous.
They are really big on commitment. There's an old joke about what does a lesbian bring to a second date, and it's a trailer because she's moving in. So there's takes all kinds, but there is my understanding, a big bent in lesbian relationships towards commitment.
Okay. I just feel like in high schools and colleges, like people kind of date people at their school. They're probably like in a similar income range.
Sure. That table, those girls are actually attractive at that table. Actually attractive at the table. Well, I got to give it to him. He finally got everybody at the table is at least a little above a 5. Not varying degrees like he normally have. These ladies are actually nice looking, and they're probably normal. Are these OnlyFans girls, or are these just regular off the street girls?
So I don't know how you would determine like the SMV of like a college sophomore is dating another college.
I forgot about the kitty cat on the end. Fuck. The average just slid to the shit.
Sophomore who are both kind of an equal amount of college debt, and you wouldn't say she has low SMV because she's dating a guy in debt and not getting scooped up by a millionaire, right? So doesn't that kind of make your definition of SMV kind of irrelevant to most dating instances?
No, because I think it's based on the context in which you exist. So we can say that people might have a normalized sexual marketplace value for the culture at large, but maybe the culture and the context that matters most to you is your campus. Or maybe it's even just like the people in your homeroom class. Like there's all kinds of hierarchies within social systems as soon as more than two people start to relate to each other.
Okay, so then you would then judge it based off like, okay, is that guy an athlete? Is he like doing well, or like what would be
in high school?
metrics?
Yeah, that's the stereotypical one.
You have a smart girl at the fucking table, and ain't nobody seeing a goddamn thing. School-ass girl, do your thing.
It's like who is the big man on campus is the quarterback, right?
Sure.
Now, does this guy, can he compete with somebody who's 35, makes $1 million a year? Well, it just depends on what the woman is looking for. She might be so involved in that context that she will actually choose the quarterback over somebody who makes, hundreds of $1,000s a year. I think it really depends on the context.
Thank you. Jesus, this is the best example of sexual market value and people's understanding. Everybody's understanding of what a sexual market value or their value is different for every person. You find glasses attractive, I don't. It just depends on the person. That's what he's saying. Jesus, and it doesn't matter whether it's a generalized type of attraction or not. You find somebody that finds you attractive. That's your sexual market value. For them, your sexual market value is high.
All right.
Oh, and one more thing, and I think this is why this is great advice for guys, especially maybe the shorter kings out there, 5'7", is find a context in which you can shine. Like you can be a contextual alpha. I know you might not love that term, but you can definitely have a higher sexual marketplace value in certain contexts versus others.
Everyone,
But explain it to him. Explain it to him. Explain it to these lame motherfuckers out here. The best example I done heard, the very best example I done heard of sexual market value